Hey guys, tomorrow is going to be an interesting day for me. Uh, so, tomorrow will be exactly 1 year since I broke my right hand. But that's not particularly why it's going to be a rough one for me. Um, it's been a year since everything in my life just fell apart. Okay? And anniversaries for me are tough, especially when they're painful ones. Um, a year ago tomorrow, I was so out of my mind and off my rocker with addiction that I didn't know whether I was coming or going. And I've been doing a lot of reflecting yesterday and today, trying to prepare myself for this anniversary, as I call it. Um, I'm still clean and sober. By the grace of God, I'm still on my feet. And my Vyvanse has made a huge difference in my life. And aside from that, tomorrow being 1 year to the day that everything fell apart is just. I'm not really depressed about it. Well, maybe a little bit. But when you go through a pain like that, well, you know what? It doesn't always go away immediately. Um, I was so out of control and literally insane from meth that honestly, some of it is a blur. There are some memories that are so blurry, I can't make heads or tails of them. Uh, but in light of that, that's partly why I haven't really been on YouTube a lot lately because I know that this period of time a year ago, everything, I can't even begin to explain to you how bad it was and the effects it had on everybody around me. I've done some growing, and, you know, I'm still trying to find my place in the world after all that. You know, it's challenging when you go from being an absolute piece of shit that nobody wants to be around to being rescued from that life, getting your feelings back and your humanity, really. It it is such a big change in such a short period that it's a lot to take in for me in particular, but with my small engine repair, well, that was one of my passions that I lost. I mean, I didn't lose the passion for it, but the public isn't quite ready for me yet after everything I pulled. You know, I can't blame them because if you had seen how far gone I was, even I look back and I'm like, how did anybody trust me at all in that state? But you know what? People still called me again and again, repeat customers, in spite of it. I'd like to think that that's because I held my humanity as long as I could and as tight as I could, and I tried my best to keep it together. and give my customers the best service they could get for the money. But if I believe that, then that in and of itself is pretty much arrogant and narcissistic. So I have to humbly look back at where I was, because if I don't, then I will forget how bad it can really get. And if I forget that, then I won't be able to appreciate how good things are now. Sure, I still have a few issues, like an aftertaste from that lifestyle. Sometimes I'm still a grump, but with one huge difference. I don't aim it at people anymore. And my dad and I are getting along a lot better now. Hell, my whole family and I are getting along a lot better now. And it's literally black and white from how things were. And I don't ever want to go back to that ever again. And I'll do anything in my power to not go back where I was. Which was pretty much, for lack of a better way to explain it, dead. I was already dead. In here, up here, and I was dead with him. And you know what? A year ago tomorrow was the point where I reached the absolute bottom of the barrel, so to speak. And there are things that happened in that time period that I'll admit, they're still with me, okay? I do my best to smile. I do my very best to not let the past get to me. But you know what? I'm human. And I'm still grateful for everything that's happened. Good and bad, because you know what? It shaped who I am now. And, well, that is that. I have to be humble and realize my shortcomings, admit them promptly, know my limits, and know how to distinguish between the two. And learning my place in this world after all the destruction I caused has been one of the biggest challenges of my life. So I'm still working on the time guitar solo. I haven't I haven't played guitar in a couple days. My hand has been hurting. I've broke both of my hands within a few years of each other. And, you know, barometric pressure has been all over the place the last few days. So I haven't really done a lot of guitar playing. But I will finish the Pink Floyd guitar solo cover. So, have a good day, guys. God bless you. You are important in this world and you are loved. And never forget, it's never too late to change. It's never too late to do the right thing. And take that one scary step to do so. See you guys.